What's going on YouTube? Bros.Tumbling.World. Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Coach Blake. We're teaching lunge to handstands. Here's a demonstration for you guys real quick. His voice We started? Alright, Blake's gonna start in his lunge position. He's gonna kick up the handstand. I'm gonna stop him. This is what we're doing today. I don't know why that lunge was so big. This is a handstand. He's gonna come back to a lunge. I'm out of here. So before we even get into kicking in the handstand, we gotta make sure you guys are strong enough to get into the handstand and hold your body up, alright? So he's gonna do a wall walk. If he can't do this, I'm gonna give him an easier drill. So test this out at home. He's gonna walk his feet all the way up the wall and try and get his body close to the wall. Alright? And then he's gonna walk back down and land on his feet. So, number one, if you can't get up there, or number two, you start collapsing like that, here's what we're gonna do. You gotta get stronger. Alright, so you tried the wall walk and you're a little weak. You collapse. It's okay. I was weak back in my day too. It's normal. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with a plank. Your goal, build up to 30 seconds. That's 3-0. Okay. Or if it's mirrored, 3-0. So he's gonna get in a plank position. Good. Hands down. His feet are behind him. He's pushed all through his shoulders. And you're solid. Here. 30 seconds. Alright, so the plank was too easy for you. He's gonna do a half handstand, or a 90-degree handstand, or a pike handstand, okay? Hands go down, feet go on top. And your goal is to make sure your bottom is directly over your shoulders and your shoulders on top of your hands, and he's looking at the ground, okay? Your goal, 20 to 30 seconds. You can point your toes, flex your feet, doesn't really matter. All right, kids, so since you have two legs, they both have a job that they need to perform. So Blake is gonna show you what your front leg does, all right? So he's gonna stand on his front leg, back leg's gonna be off the ground, and he's just gonna jump. Our front leg is our pushing leg. And this is going to show you how you need to push. Second, his back leg is his kick leg. So he's going to put his hands on the ground and he's going to perform what we call needle kicks. So he's just going to kick that back leg like he's trying to kick himself in the back of the head. All right, don't pull a hammy. Don't pull a hammy.
Ooh, it's tight right now, man.
Perfect.
Rule number one about handstands. Don't land on your face. Rule number two. What's rule number two?
Don't put holes in the walls. This is what happens when you kick up.
See that? That's what happens. Can we zoom on that? That's what happens.
Hold on.
Don't do that. Ask for their permission before you. Actually, you shouldn't even be kicking that hard.
Look at that. You guys see that?
That's pretty big.
Exhibit A.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, so we already got the strength part out of the way. We already taught you how to do the lunge. Blake's gonna tell you how to fall out of the handstand correctly. Because if not, well, we'll show you what happens, but we don't want anybody with back problems, so here we go.
That would be awful. There's like two ways.
There's two ways to do it, right? So the first one is the harder way.
I'm kicking into this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, here we go.
Ugh. So he gets all the way up against the wall. The first one, you're gonna land in a bridge. So this is gonna be based kind of on your flexibility.
Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If you fail, oh, my back's tight. But at least he's alive. The second way you can get out of the handstand is the easier way, highly recommended. Make sure your belly gets against the wall, and he's gonna look at the ground. He's gonna slowly bend his arms, and then tuck his head in. Look for his belly button, okay? That's gonna be super important, but you're gonna need like cat-like reflexes when you do it on the ground. Otherwise, this is what's gonna happen.
Here we go. About 10 seconds. After those arms start giving out like this, you need to. Before that happens,
don't do this.
You need to hop down. All right.
What's
don't
the noodle?
do one of those.
Okay. No, the noodles where they like bend down on their face.
Oh
and
yeah. They do the penguin slide.
But seriously though.
So now that we know what our legs do, Blake is going to do a couple seesaws, and if you haven't been on a seesaw, you're not living life. Okay, so as his hands are going down, his back leg is going up, and then as his back leg goes down, his hands come up. And he's gonna do a couple of those, he's gonna do them a little bit faster. So, we're doing pretty much the handstand without the push. Notice his back leg is going up as his hands are going down to the ground. Perfecto. So the next thing, after our seesaws, Blake is gonna put his hands on the ground, he's gonna hold his back leg up, and he's just gonna practice pushing off the back leg. So now we're not really using the back leg too much, we're mainly just using the front leg, okay? So boom, as you notice, we're already pretty much going into the handstand. All right, the only thing he's not doing is pulling his legs together.
Oh,
perfect.
Make sure you're looking at your hands.
Yeah.
Tuck that head in. You're gonna do one of these. So,
and there we go, back on our back.
back on our backs.
Okay, cool. So we learned the seesaw. Now we're gonna combine everything together. He's gonna combine the seesaw with the push off the front leg, and then he's just gonna pull his legs together at the top, okay?
Man, that's a lot to remember.
Yeah, I know, it's 3 whole things.
Make sure y'all keep it simple.
Keep it simple, okay?
Reach out,
Lunge,
push off.
seesaw, push. Okay, it's 4 things.
What?
Get your
Yeah,
legs
there's 4
together.
things.
All right, get like that. And let's go. So he goes through the seesaw, back leg goes up, he pushes, legs come together. Amazing, he doesn't fall. Don't fall. And he returns back to the lunge like a monster, like a champion. So your first handstand isn't gonna look that good, okay? Unless you already have experience, but then you probably wouldn't be watching this video. Blake is gonna show you kicking up to handstand, but failing 3 different ways. So the first 2 we already showed you guys, which is the falling to a bridge. Let's see it. Boom!
Oh.
Notice how he kept his shoulders on top of his hands as his feet came down. You need flexibility for this. I do not recommend this unless you're like one of those ballet nimble people.
I'm decently flexible and I felt that in my back.
What a loser.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, this is the preferred method. Thumbs up, handstand forward roll. So he does a handstand, he realizes he's falling over. So like kind of over kick.
Note the thumbs up.
Oh my goodness, and I'm safe, I'm alive. Especially if you guys are training on a harder surface, you're gonna want that forward roll.
See that hard hit? Make it softer.
Because this floor is a lot softer than concrete or whatever you probably have in your bedroom, okay? Now, the third one, this is more advanced, but it's actually much easier to do. He's just gonna kick it to a handstand. If he feels like he's falling over, he's gonna pivot and turn his body and just land back on his feet, all right? Boom, oh, I fell over, boom. He just turns, okay? So, practicing your handstands will definitely help you with that, and you'll get more comfortable shifting the weight.
Make sure when you're pushing off that front leg, a lot of the time people will kick super hard from the back. When they finally hear a tip or see something that makes it click that they need to push off their front, they'll do it, but they'll still be kicking hard. And that's when you go from doing a flat back to doing a WWE SmackDown slam. So you don't want to do that. It's very important. You just push off that front leg a little bit because it's what gets you up to that handstand.
I think Blake should demonstrate what he's talking about.
Yeah, because the force that goes into that thing, what goes up goes over. In this case, not down, it goes over and then down.
So what he means is don't overdo it. You don't need to overdo it, okay? This is bad. This is the speed you would need for a round off, not for a handstand.
I'm so nervous doing this.
We'll be at your funeral.
Ah! Okay, I'm gonna roll out. Here we go. Ah!
All right, that was our handstand tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, strength, learn how to fall, train the skill, and get your numbers in. Gotta get those numbers in. You'll get your handstand. It's super duper important. If you don't understand it now, you're not gonna understand everything else we try to teach you, okay? So put in the work.
Do not push into that handstand too hard.
I'll laugh at you if you do. Absolutely.
I'm not gonna, I'll laugh with you.
They won't be laughing. They'll be in the hospital.
I won't be laughing.
Don't go to the hospital.
Don't do that. Just push very lightly off that front leg. I'm telling you guys, it works. Oh well, I guess that's it.
If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, subscribe, share to anybody who needs to learn how to do a handstand. Find a training buddy, okay?
Yeah.
If you guys failing and crashing into each other together,
Terrible idea.
it's a great way to learn.
We're not condoning that whatsoever. Go to
think
an
they
open
understand
gym.
sarcasm.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. This is adults and teenagers focused too, right?
Make sure the coast is clear when you're training your handstands. I don't want you guys kicking somebody else's head off. People stand too close to people, and they don't. You know, kids I've seen get kicked in the
when we
chin.
set up our classes, sometimes it just doesn't make sense to me. And then they'll come down and they're kicking sideways like a pair of scissors open and closing.
Literally,
It
kids
just
will
doesn't-
stand right behind somebody about to go to a handstand. They get clocked in the jaw. Night night.
Don't want to learn today? Well, that's it, guys. We'll see you later.